This is Jack for Alpha Charts with a stocks to watch video. Today is July 9th, 2023. Before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. Now, I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. All right, so before we get started, just remember I do have a Twitter profile at AlphaCharts365. You know, producing a lot of content on there for everybody. If you like my content, I go much more in depth with a subscriber group. It's $10 a month, but what you get for it is immense value. I believe. It's idea generation. It keeps you on the right side of the market, hopefully, right? Keeps and also it tries to keep you in the best names possible. The idea is that it's built for everybody, but it's if you work full time, it's very hard to do all the market research that you want to do. So what I do is the work for you, give you a condensed version of it, and then basically you get to make the decisions at that point forward, given again, without having to spend hours and hours and hours of your time throughout the week doing all the research. So again, I do a separate stocks to watch for my super follows, at least 25 names. Also, kind of what I'm seeing is much more in depth than what I do on this particular one. I also do a separate short focus list video with only about 5 or 6 names of my absolute favorite ideas. If there's a couple ETFs, I'll throw that in there as well. I do a market note on Sunday as well because I want to give everyone the information the way they want to consume it. Some people want to watch a video, some people want to read and look at charts. That's fine. I produce everything so people can consume it the way they want to. On Tuesday, I do a separate midweek video, right? It's updated commentary on what's happened so far in the first couple of days of the week. On Thursday, I do another market note. Again, it keeps everybody engaged and shows what I'm seeing and the risks as well. Every night, I share my best scans 5 days a week without fail. I also post numerous charts and ideas throughout the week, setups. I take chart requests and I give my opinion on what people are looking for. People send me charts like, hey, take a look at this. What do you think? And I'll give my opinion on that, right? What I would do in that particular situation. What I don't do is I don't never tell you to buy or sell. I don't, that's your decision. That's not for me to do. But I will tell you like what I'm watching the market and what I'm seeing. That's what it's all about. So it's about maximizing profits while minimizing the time that y'all have to do in your swing trading time frame, right? To do all the research. That's it. Your time is valuable. We all want to make some money in this market. And I think for $10 a month, it is extreme value for everything I offer. If you're interested, at AlphaCharts365 on Twitter, click on the subscribe button, and yeah, that's it right there. So that's the pitch. I think it's again a great value. I love doing this. So appreciate you guys if you do subscribe. If you do it on the PC, it's even better because Apple takes a bigger piece if you do it via iOS. If you do it from your PC, I get to keep a little bit more of the money. You'd be surprised how much Twitter and Apple take between the two of them. But anyway, I love doing this. So thank you all to everyone who has subscribed. Let's get into these markets. All right. So looking at the SPY, we had a holiday shortened week. It was kind of volatile, nasty sell-off on Friday. Overall, I still think that we're in an uptrend, and I think that there are still things to be buying in this market. How long this uptrend lasts for, again, that's why we watch the market every week and throughout the week to figure that out, right? But for now, as of this snapshot of the market, I still believe the uptrend is intact. So let's get into some names. I have about 20 names for you today. Riven is the first one. Again, this name is very extended. Some of these names are going to be extended. And I guess it's a good thing, right? In a bull market, you want names to get extended. But if this can flag out here, that'd be very interesting. Lots of volume coming in here. So somebody's taking a position, and it looks like the highest volume ever. So if that doesn't take, get your attention, I don't think anything will, right? Sticking with the car theme, we're going to go to Uber. So if you think, Uber is the future. Even if you don't, who cares, right? It's this that we're looking at. Little flag that's making here on the uptrend, sitting right on the 23-day, a break of this downtrend line, and I think that things can go higher from here. That's it. It's very simple type of setup, and it's very binary, right? You break the blue trend line, and you can manage risk right there. We'll call it $43. What else we got? DKNG. DraftKings. So we've had these flag up every time into the 23-day. We just have that up. And if you notice, each time it's a higher low right in this area. So we can easily say $26, $27, $26.50, $27, something like that. A breakout above there, that's a place to get long. Or if it comes back down and consolidates one more time, buying near the 23-day has been a pretty good proposition so far. So that's how I look at DraftKings. Datadog, DDOG. So right over here is the interesting spot for me. It's near that $100 level. I want to see it above 100, but everything is doing what it's supposed to. We see the flattening of the 200-day. Things look good. Nice accumulation. It's a good looking name. There's your setup though, above 100. LI. I don't play Chinese names, but this was an interesting one. It's been a nice uptrend. Again, if you're willing to take the risk of an of a Chinese name, I like how it just keeps coming back and checking back to between the 9 and the 23-day moving average right there. It's an uptrend. There's no doubt about that. Just know the risks involved. DOCN, Digital Ocean. Again, trying to make that base. This 200-day is starting to flatten. So again, we like that. You kind of see this area right there has been important for a good bit of time. It may even go a little higher than that, than what I did right there. But roughly this area, right? So again, it may not be quite ready yet after this giant move, 13%, another 15% in 2 days. But would love to see it kind of come back just a little bit, right? And then potentially consider the breakout. That's what I'd like to see DigitalOcean, and it'd be a nice rounding base on the bottom, right? Just get that right there. By the way, I changed up the colors on my deep view, so hopefully you guys can see it better on the video. I know I had some people say that it was hard to see with the dark black background, so hopefully this is a little bit better. Let me know, please. A couple oil and gas names are showing up here. Here's Noble Gas. Right, super strong move on good volume right after earnings. This was the prior highs right there. I don't think it was all-time highs, was it? Maybe it was. It was all-time highs. So breaking out to all-time highs. Is this extended? Absolutely. What I would love to see is a pullback into this general area and then the break higher, right? So that would be a place that potentially to enter. We'll call it, 45.50 or so. Right, 45.50, that may be a place to enter with your stop going right below that. Hopefully these moving averages now can catch up to it. VRT, Vertiv, again, just a really strong uptrend, right? I mean, that's a beautiful thing to see. Looks like it has some more to go. Again, decent amount of accumulation going on there and just riding the 9-day. So, I mean, it's not explosive per se. There's been some nice little jumps in it, usually about 3 to 6% or so. But it's got this little consolidation right there, little baby one right there. See it? And so that's our area, right? Because it's riding the 9-day. So we can kind of buy on the breakout, I think. That's VRT if you want to, of course. Never telling you what to do. Here is DoorDash. This is the area we've been watching for a while, and it is just real tight right in here, right? I move higher, and DoorDash has a nice little base that it's creating. 23. I'm sorry, the 200 days turning back up again. Nice little uptrend there. AVDX, Avid Exchange. So we were kind of watching this. It broke out, came back, it failed, came back up to this area. And now is this like a little handle? It's kind of a deep cup and handle. I like the accumulation going on here. There's no doubt. Things are aligning bullishly again. So that's a positive. And I think if this area can hold, for sure $10 has to hold, then this could potentially move higher, right? Maybe it just challenges this area right there, but that's a 10-15% move, right? That'd be nice. But it could be a bigger base, and if it does start to move higher from there, then you get more out of it, right? But I do like how this accumulation's showing up, very little selling on the charts, so that looks really good. Next up is Bill. This is Bill Holdings. Again, starting to get that crossover. 200 days still declining, but 50 is about to cross it, which means that 200 is probably going to start to flatten out very soon. And it's again, it's trying to make its base, right? You could kind of see how this area has been kind of important, right? So if it can base underneath here, maybe inverse head and shoulders or something of that nature, and then break out, Bill.com would be very interesting, or Bill Holdings, whatever they're calling it now. All right, Valaris, another oil and gas name. A couple of them showed up. This is another one. There it is. And kind of came all the way back from its highs in early February. Came all the way back. Now it started to kind of find a bottom here. And it's back above the 200, above all its moving averages. Are they bullishly aligned? They are not bullishly aligned yet, but it is a strong move up after earnings. So I do like that. It may need a little bit more time to work out. It may have some issues right over here, but nice little, again, sometimes you got to wait for that little pullback after a strong move and then the breakout, right? Let the moving averages catch up. So Valaris is another nice looking name. BRZE. Here's BRZ. It's holding this gap well. There's your 23-day coming up. 200 days starting to turn up. This is a good looking name. We'll see if it can move higher. Again, it has kind of as it's kind of consolidated, I like the decrease in volume over time right over here. It's not just the holiday week, it's the entire decrease in volume over time. To me, that's a bullish look to it. We'll see what happens if it reacts with this, $40 level or so. That's going to be a very interesting level. So we'll see if that can continue, but Breeze loved the consolidation after the big gap up. Very nice. Actually, you know what? Let's look at this. And is it holding? I like these to be yellow. Come on. Boom. And let's go a little thicker. There we go. So there you go. So this VWAP at 41.05 looks important, and then $40 right underneath it. Great place to manage risk. You can choose whatever you want to, right? What else do we have? WFRD. It's a third oil and gas name. So that's interesting in and of itself, right? Love the way this looks. So lots of accumulation going on in this name. So if you wanted oil and near all-time highs, so if it's a lot, checks off a lot of boxes, this nice little consolidation since February. Does it move higher? I don't know, maybe. But it looks really nice if you think oil and gas is what things are rotating to. LSPD. This is light speed, I believe. We'll let Deep View come on up with it. Give it a second. Let's see if we can make that happen. All right. Let's skip that one. We'll come back to it. Here's LTH. I don't know why that one wasn't coming up, but here is LTH. And let's just zoom in a little bit here. Again, it's trying, in this area might have been a little premature. Maybe this looks more like the area right there. And again, it's just kind of trying. This needs to break above it, though. It needs to hold above it. These wicks up here, I don't necessarily like. So it'd have to get above 2150. Let's see if Lightspeed wants to do anything now. Yeah, I don't know why this name isn't coming up. That's just so weird. All right, we'll move on. MNSO. And there you go. Trying to pick a direction, obviously, but it has the big up. There's your consolidation. So if this can come back around and make a right side to this base and then break out, that's what we're looking for. If you really want, I think this is a Chinese name as well, to be honest with you. So be careful with this one. But you can use this trend line if you want to say early entry type of thing. So there is MNSO, FOUR. Again, another one that's trying to make up its mind here. A little wobbly in here, but it's got to kind of go higher. I would have liked to see some more volume come in. So this one's just meh for me. And then NCNO is the last one in my group, and that's the better flag. I think this one was too small. It's too shallow, in my opinion. But look how it's holding 28.72. Here is the 23-day. So it's starting to get enough time that a break of this downtrend line could be an entry and potentially move out of this pink area and maybe continue higher. Okay. So there you go. That is stocks to watch. Let's try Lightspeed one more time. Does it want to come up? Nope. Something's with this name. Look it up yourself, though. LSPD. It's on the list as well. Overall, I still think we're in a bull market. There's going to be rotation, and just be aware. Hopefully, some of these names spoke to you, and you like some of them, and can make some money off of it. Thank you all for watching. Again, if you want to be a super follow, go to Alpha Charts 365. Click on subscribe. Again, I do appreciate that. Y'all take care. Bye bye.